talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. Hey, new year, new me, new year, new you. Today we're gonna read an article, an opinion piece in regards to the union having no contract from the carriers. It's a little while, and I am not a carrier. So please, when you guys throw questions down there, remember, I'm not a carrier. I was never in the carrier craft. But again, I like to address these things because you guys will have your discussions below. Again, don't shoot the messenger. It is an opinion piece mixed with a lot of truth behind it. And I'm going to try to be as animated as possible to keep your interest. And you guys leave your opinions at the bottom. Okay. All right. Now I'm about to get into character. All right, let's go. U.S. City Letter Carriers Union holds national meeting in New Orleans amidst a months-long silence on contract talks. Apparently, you guys ain't got no contract. So, why not? Why not? Why not? Well, somebody got an opinion. Agree or disagree, this is again an opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. During the National Association of Letter Carriers Biennial National Conference in New Orleans last month, National Association of Letter Carriers Brian Renfro said little or nothing about the state of contract negotiations with the United States Postal Service. City letter carriers have been working without a new contract since May of 2023. We are now in January. For the last X amount of months, the National Association of Letter Carriers officials have delayed bringing back any contract proposals, knowing full well that the rank and file would use the opportunity to massively oppose delivering for America, DFA, the 10-year restructuring plan being implemented by, see, this is politics, should have read this, by Biden's Postmaster General Louis DeJoy. Don't you jump in here with that foolishness. With the collusion of the postal unions. Collusion, meaning that they're all together. DeJoy's plan has already cut thousands of jobs as mail processing is being moved from local post offices into massive regional processing and delivery centers, RPDCs. We've been talking about this, fam. The Postmaster General plan to cut 50,000 jobs and eliminate thousands of post offices. This is true. Okay. Renfro stated at the conference that preparations are well underway to begin binding interest arbitration, which would rob carriers of their democratic right to vote on their contract at all. Yeah, see, that's the part that kind of throw me for a loop. Now, I don't know if this is true. Again, I'm reading it, but you can't bind a contract if your people don't, carriers. You guys hear anything about this new contract? Because that's all I get in my comments. Nobody knows nothing. You can't go and bind a contract with the post office if the people that are paying dues has no say so. This is the bad part. This is the bad part. The bureaucrat had no sure gains to boast about in an agreement during the New Orleans conference, also known as a rap session. He was rapping. Renfro claimed that the NALC and USPS are still divided over compensation. Well, that's one of the major sticking points. You guys should get paid more. I agree with that. You guys are just, y'all are the workhorses. He said the fate of the non-career workers and tens of thousands of low-paid temporary workers who make up 18% of the USPS employees was still to be determined based on compensation package that the full-time workers would get. I assume that means that they don't know what's going to happen with these people. To be determined. Low wages and long hours have led to a high turnover rate for temporary workers. I get it. My clothes are done. I'm going to go get my clothes. No. Let's keep talking. Low wages and long hours. All right. Low wages and long hours have led to a high turnover rate for temporary workers, exacerbating. I'm gonna get the word. Exacerbating the labor shortage and depriving full-time workers of any relief from exhausting schedules and burnout. True. You guys agree so far? Despite claims by the USPS that there is no staffing issue, carriers have told this website that they are working overtime every day, many without days off for weeks, to keep up with the massive increase in volume created by USPS being the last mile carrier for. Oh, I'm not supposed to say Amazon. That's right. We said that yesterday. They told them not to say Amazon. The union president stated that should the move to interest arbitration occur, the union is ready with a proposal that includes a single pay table, good, elimination of the pre-career category, good, that would eliminate the CCAs, meaning that they would become PTFs, a restoration of cost of living adjustments, COLAs, to 100% starting at step A. Don't know what the hell that means. It is clear that whatever is in the proposal, the union does not want to risk putting it in front of rank and file workers, that's you guys paying the dues, where there is a strong demand for a substantial improvement of carriers' working conditions and opposition to delivering for America. Meaning, they need improvement for the carriers' working conditions, like better vehicles, less stress. I mean, you guys know that they can't really get brand new cases because they don't make cases like you guys have anymore. When you case your mail, they don't make them anymore. Those things are from who knows when. Y'all have old equipment and the opposition to delivering for America. So a bunch of carriers are opposed to the DFA, what they call it. Renfro went on to announce the merger of 113 small National Association letter carrier locals into larger locals to improve representation for those branches. I don't know if okay. In fact, the NALC apparatus is downsizing its operations in anticipation of massive job cuts while strengthening its bureaucratic grip to suppress any dissent. The consolidation will affect about 5% of the national locals, NALC locals. Well, if you consolidate a bunch of offices, then they don't need a bunch of different, so I understand that. Underscoring this, Renfro told the audience of the local union officials to ignore any information about reassignments resulting from the DFA consolidations from their branch managers. If you're going to be impacted by one of these in any way, you will hear well in advance from your regional office and from us at headquarters to prepare for that, he told his subordinates. Now, I'm gonna have to say that was bullshit. Because if he's the president, right, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you guys saw some of these letters that I've been putting up the last few weeks, right? Where they're just telling people within 6 to 8 weeks or whatever it is, hey, this building's closing. You're gonna be going to a new facility. That's what's gonna happen. I don't think that's well in advance. If my job told me, hey, you got 6 weeks to figure out where you're gonna go next, I'd probably lose my damn mind. Unless you're putting that situation, you wouldn't know what it feels like. Just imagine your boss tells you, hey, instead of you driving 10 miles to work, we're in January. Starting March 15th, you guys are gonna have to drive, 32 miles to work. You'll be like, wait, what? Or you might gotta drive longer than that, up to 60 miles because of consolidations. So he's saying that they're gonna let them know well in advance. You saw the letters. You guys saw the letters and the date that those letters were put out. Now, granted, those are from the plants, but the plants are bigger, right? The plants are bigger. So I don't know. If you can't hear enough from this man about your own union contract right now, what makes you think that he's gonna be ear to wall and know, hey, this station is gonna be closing tomorrow, or this time I'm gonna let my people know in advance? He hasn't been saying anything to you guys for a while. How do I know this? Because I'm a carrier? No, because you guys have been telling me. And you know the ones that defend him are probably the ones that are right close to him. Because I ain't seen nobody defend, because y'all all complaining about you ain't got no contract. Man, by controlling the narrative, the NALC bureaucracy hopes to preempt and isolate any local opposition from rank and file workers to the job cuts and prevent them from being a catalyst for a broader movement that the union apparatus would be unable to control. As local mail processing moves from local branches to sorting and delivery centers, carriers will pick up their mail at the S&DC. For tens of thousand carriers, this will mean a greater driving distance to get to and from work. You guys saw it. I posted something maybe about 2 months ago or 3 months ago about Pompano. 5 stations going to Pompano, Florida or something like that, or 6 stations. And they just found out. Yeah. NALC has worked arm in arm with USPS in implementing some of the most grueling changes to carriers' working conditions. Renfro proudly claims that the city carrier's new route evaluation system, TIREP, and the DSR route adjustment and GPS surveillance technology was a collaboration between USPS and the NALC. So, if you guys realize that you guys are being GPS tracked, those things that I told you guys, the geo tracking system that are on the vehicles I spoke about over a year ago, that was part of NALC. Okay, he just said that. Okay, he said that they worked arm in arm with implementing that in every one of the vehicles. I know firsthand, I got in trouble for doing something I wasn't supposed to do. I'm telling you, I know firsthand, I was never mind, I ain't not here to tell you my business, but I was in the mattress and I would anyway. The new surveillance and tracking system undoubtedly led to the death of 36-year veteran. We're gonna talk about this guy, blah, blah, blah. We know what happened to him. After only a year in office, the section of NAL leadership is currently trying to remove Renfro as president. The union has brought multiple charges against him, such as driving a union vehicle while impaired, misuse of union funds, and conduct that is described as unreliable, untruthful, and shameful. But this is an internal conflict within the bureaucracy that anyone that would replace him from within the apparatus would offer nothing better. There should be no question that Renfro is working with the USPS to stall the new agreement with the city carriers in order to force an undemocratic contract on them that will facilitate the rollout of Delivering for America. Now, I believe that. It's my opinion. This is an opinion piece. Just remember that. I believe that if you stall, then something pops up and you say, well, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. Postal workers cannot allow their voices to be silenced. That means you carriers. The union bureaucracies, NALC, the APWU, and the NRLCA will do nothing to defend the rank and file from the grueling conditions imposed on them by the new route evaluation systems and the Amazonian effect of the USPS under Delivering for America. In order to be heard, postal workers must take matters into their own hands and form a rank and file committees in their branches and join the network of logistics rank and file committees to fight for their democratic rights. Yes. My opinion. I think this is gonna be a good thing that DeJoy is doing. Said it last year, I said, I think it's gonna be a good thing. I said I didn't like his delivery. I understand it. But it's gonna clean house. People don't wanna hear that. Don't jump down my throat. It's my channel. I'm allowed and entitled to an opinion. But I believe that from everything that you guys have been telling me, that you guys are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You guys are sick and tired of being overworked. You guys are sick and tired of not having set schedules because people keep calling out. This is what you guys are sick and tired of, aren't you? If you're sick and tired of that, who causes that? Is it management? Is it? Or if you have a full complement, if there's 100 people that's supposed to be at an office and 100 people come in, are you still overworked? Are you? But what happens when only 80 people come in. I said this before. The 80 people get overworked because the other 20 banged out. And that is a consistent thing. It is. Cleaning house is good. Leaving the past in the past is good. Some people don't get it. And a lot of people can't understand it. But if we get stuck in our old ways, we will never be able to move forward. If we were stuck in our old ways, we'd still be on horse and carriage. If we were stuck in our old ways, we were still using the postal Jeep from way back when. If we were stuck in our old ways, the post office wouldn't be the conglomerate that it is. They keep trying to improve it, but there's a lot of pushback. The pushback should be about the staffing for all the new robotics that they have coming in there. The pushback should be the training for the new robotics that are coming in there. But the pushback shouldn't be you don't want it because it's gonna eliminate jobs. The people's jobs that are gonna get eliminated, and I believe this wholeheartedly, are the people that have been holding you all back from moving forward. That is my honest to God opinion, because look at it from everything you guys complain about. You don't want to say it. And if you don't want to say it, just think about it. It may be you. I'm all for, fighting for workers' rights, but there's abusing your rights as well. And it's the ones that abuse the rights that they have that hold the whole operation back from moving forward. While we are here playing checkers, playing these little, I'm gonna call out, he gave me an extra piece, fucking I'm calling out tomorrow. This man is playing chess. Okay. Not only am I gonna worry about you calling out and doing your little bang bang, I'm gonna hold your supervisor responsible to make sure that you get written up. And if your supervisor doesn't do their job, I'm gonna hold the manager responsible for being in the supervisor's ass, for you not getting written up. And if your manager doesn't take care of it, I'm gonna take their manager and make sure that you see how the game plays? It goes from the top and works its way down. So people wanna make sure that their job is held. So if you're not getting written up or not getting addressed because you came in or you decided to play the bang bang game, I did it before. Get pissed off and say, you know what, screw these people. It don't do nothing but hurt my fellow coworkers. Look at it that way. And y'all be like, fuck my coworkers. I feel like that sometimes too. I did. But now the domino effect is coming from the top. And some person here is gonna be like, that sounds like Jay's in management. No, Jay's in reality. Reality check. We get stuck in the past, we ain't never gonna get moving forward. Get stuck in the past, we be driving cars that you gotta continuously roll your window up. Huh? I bet you the person that manufactured the little knob that rolls your window up is broke right now. You know why? Because they have electric windows. But they had to, because you wanted electric windows. Get it? They don't have the roll-up windows no more. We moved forward. Let's get it. We moved forward. This is real life. We're gonna continue to advance. You guys advanced right now. You're not sitting there with your corded phones. Half of you don't even know you gotta wait for somebody to get off the phone because you got a phone and you get an extra long phone cord and then somebody pick up the phone, and then when you get a phone call, it's ringing busy and you gotta get off the damn phone. Yeah. Now we all got our own devices because we move forward. That's reality. And I bring this all back to what we're going through right now. I think that the carriers are the workhorses of the post office. Honest, point blank. You carriers know who does the work, and you carriers know who gets away with the foolishness. This JH, opinion piece, some facts, some opinions. Let's talk about it. We here 2024, baby. Let's make it happen.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.